everyone, this is Mandy for Mandy's Art. Welcome back to the channel, and today's video is part 2 of my fall winter Christmas haul. It's a fairly large one because I have kind of collected some stuff from the last time I filmed a haul video to now, which is almost the end of January here. I had taken some time away from the channel to deal with some medical issues and having surgery and dealing with depression. So I apologize for it taking so long for me to get everything uploaded on the channel and taken care of and filmed. It's been a rough few months since I last completely posted everything that I had kind of pre-filmed for this to now. So without further ado, let's get into this haul. I just wanted to let you know that if you continue to like this content and you want to see more of it, please definitely subscribe to the channel and like and comment. And now let's get into all the supplies. So the first supplies that I got were these. They're 2 different sets, and these of like paint rollers that go on a roller that you can use in your jelly print. This one is leaves, and actually I found these at a Goodwill. These are technically used for painting, like in your house and stuff, and I thought, well, I have a paint roller. I'm looking for more tools to use with my jelly prints so that I can make my own collage paper and stuff for the art journal, which you will eventually see a video of me using all of these new tools and stuff in the near future because I've got some really cool stuff planned. So these are leaves, and these are just kind of a funky little design here, and you got 2 of them in a pack. And I mean, I picked them up really cheap at a Goodwill, and I thought, oh man, these are really cool. They come in a nice hard plastic instead of like a paper towel, so they'll be easy to clean, and it's kind of like, these are like a foam stamp. So, and then the next thing I also got at a thrift store was this set of foam stamps to use in art journaling and different text. So it's got upper and lowercase of the alphabet on it. So, and then I just put them all in this big plastic bag because the bag that they came in were kind of falling apart. And like I said, pretty interesting text. I'm always looking for fun things to use in the art journal that's a little different than what everybody else kind of uses, just to kind of be unique and create my own stuff and not kind of replicating different design patterns and compositions that other artists are using in the art journaling world. So next I picked up another set of pan pastels. This is the colorless blender with the black and titanium white. I ended up having to fix the titanium white here. Crazy kind of because it was all crushed up, so I had to fix it so that it wouldn't be crushed so that I can use it again. And then it comes with, on the bottom here, some soft tools. So I picked that up to add to my pan pastel collection and to do some drawing with this stuff. And then, like I said, it comes with a sponge, 2 more covers, and a little eye brush kind of thing. That's how I would call those things. So yeah, I got that. Set that off to the side. We'll get these bigger items of supplies out of the way here. So I got some pencil sets. So I got 2 of them. And the case is also a supply to put these pencil sets in. So I'll open them up here. So this is a 72 set case. I try to get different cases. I love that it has animals on it because I absolutely love animals, just like my nephew Noah. And I purchased these Hyphorny pencils. There are a black barrel. They're a lot like the black editions, but these are a round barrel. The color dipped ends don't necessarily match the lead of these pencils. They were fairly inexpensive on Amazon. I saw another colorist pick these up and thought that these might be a Black Widow dupe. I have tried them out. I think they would complement the Black Widows very nice, but these are more of an oil-based pencil versus a wax. Like the Black Widows are kind of like in between a wax and an oil, and I wouldn't necessarily call these their like dupe. Of course, Black Widows are my favorite pencils, so I'm automatically just gonna go towards the Black Widows. And this is a 72 set, so it fits really nicely in here. These are nice pencils to use. Some of them, you know, in a page that I was working on, and you'll see it in my completed pages, I mean, they were fairly creamy, soft, nice laydown. They worked well on the Kirby books. So, I mean, for $13, you couldn't pass it up. So, as you can see, I mean, I used quite a bit. And I love the combos and the different colors. I don't have the swatches, I don't think. No, I don't. I have to re-swatch them in my other swatch book. Unless I put them down here. Let me double check. And then we can just kind of... Oh, I do have the swatches. I spoke wrong. So, these are the swatches. You get a nice color range. I really enjoy... You had some metallics in here. I enjoyed using the metallics to shade. This is a peach, but it's a red. So, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily... Like I said, it's an orangey red. I mean, some of their colors names were not really matching with the color that the pencil was, that I found off, but other than that, I mean, you get a good selection of greens and some blues and purples. The azalea pink was probably closer to a peach instead of this. I mean, that was like the only negative that I pretty much found was the fact that the peach. But these are great pencils, great budget set to use when you're on the go, and you can also use them with your Black Widows as a combination pencil set. So there's that. I'll just kind of zip these up quick. Set them off to the side. The next pencil set I nailed on Black Friday for a cheap. They're a lot cheaper price than what they normally run. And I also got the case at the same time. I just thought this case was really neat. You know, fun character designs. You know, your mind is free. You know, wow brains, no pain. Which I'm excited about the no pain. Finally in no pain myself. So that is great. And I took a dive because I've talked about that these pencils were not really my favorite because one, I probably didn't know how to use them correctly and shade and layer with them, and like tips kept breaking and everything. But I took the plunge and bought the 150 set of the Prismacolors. I had a lot of open stock Prismacolors, not necessarily the full 150, so I was trying to like build the set on my own. But when the 150 set came on sale on Amazon on Black Friday, I kind of took the leap and jumped. So, I mean, this is Prismacolors are pretty much a staple in the adult coloring community and in the fine art community, so I'm hoping to play around and practice with these. I had a couple sharpening issues, which I already have replacements for them, just because the core had a little bit of issues and was sharpening them, or the tip broke. So yeah, so that's the 150 set of the Prismas. Get these all zipped up so they don't fall over. So yeah, so there's the Prismas. Set those down to my side. Next thing here is a bunch of folk art paint of metallics and extreme glitters and neons. So we'll take a look at those. I don't have these swatched out or anything, so I got the neon blue, neon pink, neon purple, orange, green, here's the green, yellow, and red. And they do glow with a black light. I don't have a black light to check that out, but I'm looking forward to brightening up some of my backgrounds with the neons and using some of the metallics and also using them in jelly printing to making collage sheets. Now I got a midnight blue, an ice blue, pearl white, Inca gold, pure gold. The nice thing is these do have a color sticker on top of them with a diamond, so you can kind of tell what the color is already going to be. I should have mentioned that earlier. That's a pretty bright blue. So, and then I've got a rose gold, an antique copper, bronze, and a glam gold. So like I said, I will definitely be using these. Hey, sorry about that. The camera memory was full, so I had to delete some files, but I am back again. Fun, fun, fun. So I also got some folk art extreme glitter. So I've got the black, the hologram, and the champagne to use to embellish, and especially for like snow, maybe putting this up in a night sky. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to use the champagne glitter for, but we will see how that goes. So I'll kind of slide them off to the side here. And next stuff I picked up was a bunch of drawing materials. So I got another Daler Brownie eraser set with a kneaded eraser, a gum eraser, and a plastic vinyl one for drawing. I got some more blending sticks and tortillions. I was running out of those, so those will be nice to have on hand. Well, it came with 3. I'm using one right now. Pentel click erasers for adding in highlights. And then I also, for journaling and note-taking, and if I'm doing a portrait and I want to put a different color eye or different color eyeliner or highlight, I've got the Sharpie pastel pens. So it came with green, blue, orange, and pink. And then I also picked up erasable Pilot Fry. So these are erasable highlighters to use in my journals and also to highlight in my art book collection that you will see with the coloring books here in just a minute. So there's 4 colors there. And last bit of supplies I got right down here. For a Christmas present from my mom, I ended up getting the Pentel Arts 50 oil pastels. So I wanted to just start playing around with the medium. So I thought this set would be a great starter set. I remember using oil pastels as a kid in art class, loving it and wanting to know how to use them more, and thought these would be a great addition to working with different drawings and playing around with them in the art journals. So there's that, which I am very appreciative of my mom getting that for me for Christmas and supporting my hobby. I also picked up these make your own flashcards for journaling and to make tags and stuff, and they come in a nice big set. So I thought these would be awesome to use to make word cards. You'll actually see how I used a flashcard in one of my collages during my completed pages. And then another supply I picked up that I don't have right in front of me is I added more to my Tombow brush markers. So I added another set. So I added the primaries, so it gave me another yellow, a green, another blue, I'm not exactly sure completely, another orange, a red, I know it gave me a brown and a black and a purple, and like I said, it gave me a couple more in the set here. I don't have those markers right in front of me. Those are actually out in my drawing cart, or my cart out in the living room, my coloring cart. One other gift that was given to me by a good friend of mine, her name is Deb, and she gave me this beautiful wooden elephant puzzle that I want to mount and on a mixed media background and do as a project here in the channel. So I'll show you that. And then the cool thing about this wooden puzzle is all the puzzle pieces are a different animal shape. So I'll take, so this one, if you can see, is different animals. I thought that was really cool. And it's a nice wooden puzzle, and I hope to put that together on a really awesome mixed media piece and hang it in the art studio for inspiration. So I'm actually really excited about that. So the next part of the haul is going to be my collective coloring books and art drawing and art related books for like reference and art prompts and things like that. So there's quite a few of them. So let's get into the coloring books first and stuff. So I'm going to move that pile over here. So this is a cutout and collage book that I had picked up of Vintage People for art journaling, and it's basically all different people that you can fussy cut out and use in your journals. Let me zoom back out so you can kind of see. Some are black and white, some are colored. Just fun, kooky ephemera. And I thought to try something like this instead of actually buying all the Tim Holtz paper dolls sets that he does, just to kind of save money. This was actually a little cheaper, and you get quite a bit in here. You get a mix of men, women, pets, they're doing different things and stuff. I thought this was kind of really cool, and you'll see me pull this out for projects and stuff. I'm slowly collecting these kind of books to use in the art journal because I don't have very many of them, along with old magazines. So there's that one. The next ephemera book comes from Poor Toast and Kate Curry. This happens to be another Christmas present from my mom, and this is the Birds ephemera book, and actually I can't wait to buy a second copy. And they do have a lot of different books out there on Amazon that I hope to collect too, but they have beautiful backgrounds, lots of beautiful bird ephemera that you can use, but just remember, if you're going to use a background, you're going to sacrifice. So it's always best to have 2 copies, because like I said, both of these it's just stunning. Even just using this whole image and working around it and layering on top is just amazing, along with the little ones that you can fussy cut. So yeah, I hope to actually do a mixed media piece for my mom. So that's why I asked for the bird ephemera, because she loves birds and butterflies and stuff. So I want to do a special piece for her and give it to her as a gift. So, but yeah, so that's basically cool backgrounds and all that, and I plan on collecting more of these too. So there's that. Guess one other supply sneaked in with the coloring books is a hardbound Daler-Rowney 8.5 by 11 sketchbook. It is 100 GSM, 65 for drawing and turning into an art journal. So it's just a blank sketchbook. Now we get to the good stuff. We get to the coloring books. So the first one is this one that I picked up is 100 Quest Color by Number from Sunlight Drawing. So it has squares, triangles, circles, and hexagons. These are the Pixel Color by Number books. I have really gotten into them as a form of relaxation. They don't have any like answers in the back of the book. It's black background, which is nice. So, I mean, and it's all a mystery, so you won't know what the image is until you finish it. So I'm super excited to dive into this one. And I find the puzzle books have been a great relaxation for me. So there is this one. The next one I got was Mystery Pixel Color by Number, the Halloween edition. And I was pretty excited for this one because you'll kind of get to see some, I'll show you some of the completed pages. So it's all mystery. I won't show them all because I'll show quite a bit of these in completed pages. I've done most of them in alcohol markers. They do have a black kind of background on the other page, and then all the squares. These are 4mm by 4mm squares. So yeah, and there's 50 images in this book. So you'll get to see the rest of the completed pages in the completed pages video. you'll have to stay tuned for that one. The next one I got is Johanna Basford's Small Victories, and a coloring book of little wins and miniature masterpieces. I thought this would be great pocket size. A lot of people have already flipped through this on their channels. It's a very, very popular book right now in the coloring community since it was released. So there are several color alongs already out there on YouTube. So, but yeah, a great little book, and nice smooth paper, easy to do in Johanna's traditional style. So that is Small Victories. Another color by number puzzle book is it's a French one, and this one actually came all the way from France, but it is a colorage mystery, and it's 100 I believe this is animals and circle image. This is a lot like the Quirkle books. I will actually show you some of the answers. If you don't like the answers, look away. It's kind of easier to, so they're all different animals. And I am hoping to do a color by number series of working in these books. So if you would like to see videos about me, how I would go about doing this and what kind of mediums I would use, definitely leave me a comment and I will do some coloring chats with these color by number books, because I know some of these do look really intimidating to people, and like I said, I've recently found that I really enjoy the puzzle because it's kind of like meditative, where I don't have to think about the color palette. It's already set. I can use fine liners or markers. My favorite in the art therapy books is acrylic markers, but with some of these, being that the circles are really close together, like this, like you've got some pretty, you wouldn't be able to get your acrylic markers in some of the spots. So it would actually probably be best to use pencils at that point. So, but if you'd like to see what pencil sets work best in these books, I can definitely do a series on that. Another one that is a little different is more with triangles, is trinomials or trianimals, and this is called Color Me Wild. This is a 60 color by geometric artwork with Bite by Hope Little and Seaton Ken Carter. I am gonna butcher it. I do have one whip going in here if I can find it. Is the elephant, which I don't know what page it's on, but I am working in this one with the Staedtler fine liners. So, and these are the solutions to all the animals. So they've got a wide variety of animals in here. Oh, on page 64. So I will actually show you. So this is my whip I'm working on, and all these are in triangle shapes and stuff. And Staedtler fine liners do work. You do have some ghosting, but by the time you get to do the other side of the page, you won't see that ghosting when you fill it in with the other colors. So yeah, these are all like geometric. I was just looking for a different kind of a relaxing challenge instead of having to really think of a lot of different color palettes, especially when I was kind of in my depression stage. I didn't really want to plan out a coloring page. I wanted something easy, simple, that I could just relax to take my mind off of it, since I was preparing for back surgery in this summer. And it's quite a scary time. So the next book is an out-of-print book by Fabiana Attiazo. I ended up finding it on eBay for a reasonable price, and this is her storybook series, which I will tell you, these books are very hard. I only have 2. So I have The Wizard of Oz and now Alice in Wonderland. Like I said, I bought it used, so there is a little bit of coloring in here, but it's in really good shape. Not a lot's been colored, so, and where it was colored, like right there, I can go in with my pencils and fill this in the rest of the way and actually finish this out, which I plan on doing. But these books, because they are out of print, they are so stinking adorable. I am scared to color in them because I'm like, once I'm done coloring it, I won't be able to color it again. So it's like, these are books that I just, you know, I would have to fix some of this. I think I would really have a hard time coloring, even though they're gorgeous illustrations. I love the Cheshire Cat. He's just so evil and devious. And the Mad Hatter. So, I mean, just great books. I happen to love this movie. Always have as a kid. So, and this one didn't come with the poster. Some of them will come with a poster. This one didn't have the poster in it, which is totally fine. So, the next one I got is the Chibi Christmas and Holiday Season coloring book by Such and Such Diva. This is a new series that they are starting to put out, and this one happens to be the non-color by number, and it is stinking cute. If you love chibis, you have to pick this one up. Hang on here. So I'm gonna go back to front. I mean, white space is great for acrylic markers. I just recently did a tutorial on how to use acrylic markers on your coloring pages and using pencil over them to shade and what pencils work the best. Definitely go check out that video because I talk about how to use them on Amazon paper and in your color by number books. So, but yeah, these are great Christmas. This will have to wait for next Christmas because I am so tired of coloring Christmas, and I am ready for winter to be done. I'm ready for spring. I want to get out and moving and grooving and hiking. This one definitely reminds me of Harry Potter and Hellwig, or yeah. So yeah, which is a cute, very cute book. So yeah, that's Chibi Christmas and Holiday Season. Now, this particular book, this is another Chibi book. I was looking for the non-color by number, but they didn't release the non-color by number right away. So I ended up getting the color by number, which is fine because I will definitely do it. I will probably follow along with the color by number or actually do it in my own palette. But yeah, just another cute Halloween-y book that's not too creepy or scary. I'm not really a scary Halloween person, but you know, this was chibi and it was cute, and like I said, cute, 100% cute. Like, I would definitely color all of this. We'll definitely have to wait till next season, and maybe we will do a countdown to Halloween with either this book or another Halloween book that I have. I definitely have a couple in the collection, not many. So we'll have to figure it out. So, but yeah, this is definitely a cute book. Another book that I picked up is Rose and Her Friends. This is a lot like the Emmanuel Collins books that are really hard to get here in the States unless you're going to pay an arm and a leg for shipping, or you have to order them off of a different Amazon, and it takes for a while. And I thought, I've always wanted to color in those books because they were so stinking adorable. I love the animals. I love the whole concept. Very nice book. And so this one popped on sale. This is the first one in the series. And this one's by Eveline Van Kostum. So, and it's on the premium Amazon paper. And it's a light grayscale. I'm a little intimidated by color in grayscale, but my hope is to actually learn how to do that. Isn't it just gorgeous? And then it's got some completed pages in here, which I thought were just absolutely stunning inspiration. So definitely love this African theme one with the giraffe. Just gorgeous. Like all of them are, I can't wait to try some different backgrounds. So yeah, these pictures are great. Let's see, I'm gonna flip from the back because it's the easiest. So yeah, very sweet images of little girls and their friends. So every one of them makes me want to color them, and I can't wait to. Little Egyptian. There's the giraffe one. Can't wait to color that one. The seahorses. Ooh, even the owl. Yeah, these are going to be so much fun. This one is just gorgeous. I used to have a hamster growing up, and we used to have guinea pigs too in the house, and we used to have bunnies. So this one reminds me a lot of me being little. I had to take care of the bunnies, which I dreaded. Having to go out in the middle of winter and change their water bottles. So it was my least favorite chore, but I love playing with bunnies. So, and then my last coloring book before we get into the art books is the Disney Pixar Colorage Mystery. And this is the first volume. I'm super excited. I have now 3 of these books total, hoping to collect more because these are so much fun, and I will definitely show you the solutions because these books are hard to show on camera. So I've got a variety of movies. And I think Disney Mix is doing a Ratatouille challenge, so I definitely think I'm going to have to do this one for her hashtag. Don't quote me on that, I haven't watched the video, but I know she's starting a new series. Definitely have to check out her channel. So, yeah. So this is the first volume of the Pixar, color by number. Edna. Love Edna. She's one of my favorite characters in Incredibles. Yeah. And then, like you said, the big color by number. So there's Pixar. Now for the next section, if you're still here, lots of art books. I've been going on eBay. I am starting a new section of adding onto the YouTube channel some of the new things about drawing and doing art stuff. So I ended up getting some more reference materials. So this one is Color Drawing Workshop. It's 40 lessons and imaginative assignments by Bette Borgerson. And this was recommended by another YouTube channel, and I will list the name. I ended up finding these all on eBay. This book is actually from 1986. I was 3 years old when this book came out. And it smells like the 80s, trust me. So basically this talks about how to work with your materials and colored pencils and how to shade your drawings and coloring them in and doing different techniques, which I will be putting a series out working on this with my own original artwork and in the adult coloring books, how to get different effects differently. So yeah. And like I said, I was able to find this book relatively cheap on eBay. So you just have to do some searching. But yeah, there's lots of different techniques in here that I want to try. Definitely will not, some of these techniques will not work on Amazon paper. So this is more with like different texture papers, like sanded, charcoal, you know, Bristol, trying to get certain fine art effects, which is hard to get when you're working with Amazon printed coloring pages. But hopefully I will be able to teach about how to do some of that and on the channel. So there's this one book. Another one I have to get here in a minute that's not right on the pile. Is this one called The Drawing Handbook by Stuart Pruser, and I'm actually reading this one and starting a drawing. This is gonna approaches to drawing. This is actually kind of like it starting to learn about the fundamentals of drawing. This book came out in 1976, before I was born. It is actually also signed by the author, which I'm super excited about finding a signed copy. And I have been working on reading through this to start a drawing curriculum of learning and doing self-taught, and then finding different ideas and different things to talk about on the channel. So I'm definitely really excited as things go on. I've got some plans in the works, but it will take a little bit. But yeah. Oops. Forgot. There's naked people in here. Don't want to be dinged. It's artistic nudity. Remember, this channel is for adults, not children. So please don't send me an email. But yeah. So there's this one, the Drawing Handbook. And this book is part of, like, if you do go to art school, this is actually one of the books that's in the curriculum, kind of like Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain, which is another great book and resource, which I had the book and the workbook. So this one is The Artist's Complete Guide to Facial Expression by Gary Fagin. Don't know if I said it correctly. Another great book that came out in, it doesn't say when this came out. I'll just kind of flip from the back. Going and teaching you how to draw different facial expressions, the study of facial expressions, and creating a mood. Doesn't this guy remind you of the guy in Ratatouille, the food critic, and everything? It just, the look on his face just reminds me of that guy. So, and that's talking about the disgust as different things and how to render that with your pencil and shade. It's a very, I haven't gotten into reading this, but it's a very in-depth book about all that. If you are wanting to learn portraiture, you definitely want to get this book. And most of these books I just found on eBay, got them really cheap, under like $7. So you'll have to, you know, hunt around. And yeah, there's a really cool postcard that I can use in my art journal or put in my postcard collection. This came from the Timmins Museum in Timmins, Ontario. So yeah, never been there, but it looks like a cool place. So yeah, so that is this book. And if you'd like me to do reviews on these books, I certainly can as I read them. Another series that's kind of in the works is Art Book Club, where I go through all the books and talk about them and give you my thoughts and what I've learned from each of them and stuff, to just kind of have a virtual book club meeting. This next one is called Experimental Drawing by Robert Karpolis. So this is basically drawing more with creative exercises by old and modern masters, including Da Vinci, Michelangelo, Albert Dürer, Degas, Picasso, de Kooning, Dine, and Rauschenberg. So this book probably definitely came out in, I believe, the 70s. This is another good one for different styles. Actually, this one was published in 1980. So, yeah. And this has lots of good exercises in here, lots of good explanations. Okay, that one's safe. I have to remember. Some of these older art books have nudity in them because that's the way the masters drew and when they took their figure classes. This, you know, very expressive, different, learning from different contemporary artists, great inspiration. It will also teach you a little bit of art history about all the pieces. You know, and their process, which I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, this is another good resource to have in your art library. So, experimental drawing. I actually will use that. Another one, gotta be careful with this one because this is talks about anatomy and figure drawing. This is the Artist's Handbook, edited by Viv Foster. This is a comprehensive guide to the art of drawing the human body. And this is Barron, so I will only show a few things because, like I said, I don't want to get dinged for showing nudity, artistic nudity. So this is, it goes into your materials, lots of informative different things about charcoal, pastels, and chalk. So I think those are all safe. It's going to talk a little bit about composition for the figure. Oh, yeah, don't want to show you that. It's going to talk about characteristics, like different anatomy pieces. So yeah, can't show you too much. Don't want to overflood the channel with that. Another book I got is a prompt book called 500 Fantasy Writing Prompts by Erica Blumenthal. So these are just books filled with prompts, different things like a reckless clockmaker struck in a medieval fortress discovers a trouble-causing ghost. So good prompts to write, create different characters from. You can write, you can draw, do all kinds of stuff with this. Yeah, we'll keep going the list. We're almost there if you're still hanging out. So this one is 365 Days of Drawing. This is another prompt book. I wanted to definitely if you run out of ideas and you don't know what to draw, so definitely excited about using this. As you can see, I've already got some exercises that I want to start with and film on the channel and work with you guys on. So I can't wait. So this is 365 Days of Drawing. Then I also got 365 Days of Art. These are more prompts fun drawing prompts, art prompts, things. I also picked these books up used, lettering, different things. I probably won't work in the book specifically. I will end up drawing my own versions of the prompt and like color them in. I've already got some stuff in this book picked out of prompts that I want to do right away and stuff. So yeah, so there's 365 different prompts in here to create art pieces. The next one is called Illustration by Jamie Zolzar. It's improvisational list and drawing assets to spark creativity. So this particular book was recommended by another channel, and this is to basically get your mind thinking, oh, beautiful illustrations in there, different ideas. So this is like another way to like take the time to brainstorm and come up with unique things to draw and work. And then you can like choose to draw things from, and the lists are pretty much anything, like on different subjects. So she gives some examples and some things that she's drawn from her own list. Like this is extravagant perfume, so she designed perfume bottles. She wrote them all down and made different drawings based on that. Like cult leaders, there's one list, like strange item is in a purse, and then she drew all those items in her illustration. And then if you get further on in the book, you know, she gives you starter lists, like a whole bunch of them, like helpful bugs, electric homes, fancy fishermen stuff. So spirit animal totems, and then she created her own, and then you can create your own from that. And I just thought this would be cool. We'll actually do some exercises with these lists and do some drawings. Predecessors to Wonka. Willy Wonka. So yeah, so these will be fun, like missing pieces, alter random astrological symbols. So awards to win, everyday potions. So yeah, so we'll do some fun brainstorming stuff on the channel too. The next two books are kind of by the same author, and these are reference books for, these are Humans of New York and Little Humans. These are done by Brandon Staton, and he went around New York City and took photos of people back in 2010, and there are 400 color photos including exclusive portraits, and then there's stories in there of everybody. So I thought, what great references to start learning how to draw people. So you don't have to sit hours and hours on Pinterest trying to find a good picture to draw from, to use as a reference, to practice with. So there's all different poses, all different stories that you can use. It's a great coffee table book. I, love this. So the Jewish community. So there's all different walks of life of people all around New York City. So Muslims, there's animals, there's food. I have no idea what that is, but it looks like some sort of octopus. So fun photo references to use. I definitely like getting stuff, using photo references out of a book, but just make sure if you're going to use this stuff to credit the author that you are using their image. This one's more about children. Sorry. And this is called Little Humans, which I thought was really cool. Yeah, so, and they're all around New York. Great references. This one's really cute. That one's cute. So yeah, this is a good reference book so you don't have to like spend hours and hours on the internet searching for a good photo. You can just take bits and pieces and use it from a book, because sometimes our scrolling gets us sidetracked and we never get to the art. So another good reference or artistic magazine, I really like this Feel Free magazine by Leanne Ford. It's art for the love of it and great inspiration, lots of quotes, ideas, articles to read about different artists. I just find this magazine fascinating and just love. Never a wrong note. Love that. There's never a wrong note. So, lots of different styles of art. So this is actually a really good magazine. Next book, almost there guys, is Keys to Drawing with Imagination by Bert Dobson. And this is another one. Lots of exercises of learning to get you to draw with your imagination and creating things. So exploring different patterns, different things that, you know, you can. It's more about observation and creating different characters, different things. So yeah, this is a really great reference book. Lots of exercises, lots of inspiration. Yeah, this is like characters created with a tomato. Quite imaginative. We definitely have to work our muscles and work our brain to create different things and be imaginative and work on yeah, so it's like distorting proportion, playing around with different things. This actually reminds me of a character in Alice in Wonderland, in the Tim Burton style. He definitely distorts his proportions a lot with his characters, and this reminds me of the Tweedledee and Tweedledum. So yeah. So like I said, there's lots of different exercises and how to change things up and make things more original. So that's drawing with you, man. Just look at this. Doodling. I mean, gorgeous art, color artwork. It's just amazing. So, yeah, there's this one. The next one is the new artist manual. Basically is a complete guide to painting and drawing materials and techniques. So I have another one that is similar to this. It's just called Drawing and Painting Techniques. All kinds of information about composition, painting different things, your materials, color, theory. And this is a book that you don't like read cover to cover. It's one that you can kind of like how to keep a sketchbook, drawing from life and self-portraits, you know, drawing from observation, how to take care of your studio, setting up your studio space, your lighting, your storing your materials, different things. I wish I had space like this. I definitely do not, because I'm in a one-bedroom apartment, but I would love to have multiple workspaces like this. So, and it's lots of inspiration of different paintings that you can study and get ideas from, different palettes. I mean, it talks about your brushes and the shapes and different things that your brushes do. Making oil painting, it talks about watercolors, it talks about, you know, acrylic paints, it talks about inks and different things that you might need to know before you are working in this particular medium. Oops. I'm sorry. There's stuff about water-soluble pencils and how to create texture and what to do with them. And as I collect more different drawing materials, I will do, like I said, informative videos of learning, teaching about them and how to best use them. This even talks about stretching paper, different everything. So, and stuff like different watercolor papers, grounds, primers, gesso, and different things that you may want to know before creating a piece. So this is an excellent resource. Another two resources that kind of go together is the Weatherly Guide to Drawing Animals, and then he also did a DVD, and I found both of these on eBay. Super excited. And this has 2.5 hours of drawing content, because sometimes I can't necessarily, I live in a rural area, can't go to a drawing class or whatnot, and this is definitely good to have. Not only that, this is also a signed book by the author, the artist. So I am actually super excited about this too. So yeah. And love all the elephant drawings, and definitely good resources. I have quite a few animal books that I could use for references. I love picking them up at the thrift store, library. You can check out, like the big photographic books. He goes into talking about keeping a sketchbook, observation, drawing from photographs and videos, materials, going to the zoo. I can't wait to go to the zoo with my nephews and take my sketchbook and sketch elephants. It's action. Lots of good references to practice with, how to make that action. Talks about anatomy. Yes, anatomy. But yeah, I am like super excited. I definitely want to do some more elephant paintings. Oh, yeah. It's like my favorite. So yeah. And I'm hoping to get my hands on, he printed a couple books of his sketchbook. So I'm hoping to get my hands on one of those books too, to actually have in the collection for some inspiration. And we are just about done. 3 books left. I know. This is called The Natural Way to Draw. Not only the best book, how-to book on drawing, it's the best how-to book we've seen on any subject. Oh, I know. If you haven't watched this, hopefully, with the kids, you can have them stop watching after the coloring book. Please don't ding me for this. This is only, I try not to show this. I want this channel to be friendly. But, yeah. But this is how to study drawing and putting up a curriculum, how to analyze your work, and everything. This is, that's a good one. How to study, exercises. It's got lots of like black and white crayons, exercises, working with gestures, figures, still life. Like, this is amazing. So, this has a lot of anatomy and poses. No. Portrait work. This happens to be Vincent van Gogh's work, which is one of my favorite Impressionist artists. So, I hope to actually study more about his art. And the fact that he suffered from mental illness too is a huge inspiration to me, knowing that he created all these pieces while he was going through his hard time and how he overcame all of that. So yeah, so this is more of like an actual textbook. Oops, oopsies. So studying different strokes and lines and action. Yeah. The figure. The next one is also The Art of Drawing by Bernard Chat. Is more on the same things as the last book. Basically studying the different arts and grades, masters. Sorry. I love that. This just reminds me of Controlled Chaos. So, but it's got lots of interesting works of art to, you gotta be careful here. There's more portrait stuff, beginning sketches. So yeah. A lot of nudity. More about animal drawing and anatomy of animals. I'm assuming this is skeleton of a dinosaur done in felt tip pen, and this is drawn by Susan Draper in 1956, and this is a hippopotamus by Stephanie Kiefer in 1957, and it's pen and ink. So yeah, and, you know, the different styles of line work and makes each artist unique. Oh, my elephants. This is an elephant. Parisian drawing. The top one is late 15th to 16th century Museum of Fine Arts in Boston. And this is Rembrandt. Excuse me. 1606 to 1699. He was Dutch elephant in black chalk, and this is actually in the British Museum of London. Wow. Definitely gonna have to study some of these for when I actually do my own elephant drawings and stuff and restart my series, The Show Must Go On, or another individual series, but just some portrait work. This more goes into the history of drawing and stuff with artists and everything. So, you know, shoes and stuff like that, and how to overcome certain problems when you're drawing and things like that. I have not gotten into this book yet, but I can't wait to. So that is The Art of Drawing. And the last one, you've stuck it out, is 52 Creative Exercises to Make Drawing Fun. This is called The Drawing Lab for Mixed Media Artists by Carla Sonhem. Quackery. So this is basically another prompt book that I picked up, and you can do it with kids or just ways to make your drawings fun. There's lots of good inspiration in here. I mean, look how creative this is. I mean, I would want to make something like this. It just makes it fun. The fun elephants and animals. It's just a different way. You know. And there's no rules in drawing. It doesn't have to be perfect, guys. So yeah, and so, I mean, just love this. love this. I love the colors. I love just the fact that it, you know, one single line, you know, abstract behind it, just everything. And it's weird and quirky. I'm weird and quirky. Ugh, cat's in bed. Well, speaking of which, Toby is in bed behind me, laying on my chicken blanket, which is another Christmas present that he stole from me. So yeah, this is, look at that. How friggin' adorable and cute that is. You know, different drawings from your own, creating different things like birds and going out and hiking and pen airing it. Different things, which I hope to do some of this myself. I don't know if I'll be able to film it all because I need more equipment to film, but I'm hoping to do some of that on my own and then share it with you when I get back into the studio and stuff like that. This is actually really cool. I like the collage, the actual drawing, background. That must be an apple and some sort of like tree, and just the moodiness of the colors and the lack of color. You know, you only got just a few pops of it. Yeah, it's quite eccentric. Stickers. So lots of different fun projects to try. Doodling. And we will try some of these on the channel. No, scribbly drawings. I've done some of that in my previous sketchbook. That would be fun to do. So, Dr. Seuss. Ooh, love this. Can't wait. Watercolor, Leonardo. I mean, all good stuff. So, I've shown a lot. If you have any questions about any of these books and how I found them, where, what, if you can't find them on eBay, definitely check your local thrift stores. Keep in mind, you know, some may be out of print or you can't find them. But I know that I did a search. I did find some of these on Amazon too. The prices may be different. But you can also look at like thrift books, Goodwills, stuff like that. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to answer them for you. I will leave my email down below, or you can DM me on Instagram. Just make sure you tell me that you are a YouTube someone reaching out. I've had lots of scammers try to message me on my Instagram, so kind of let me, you know, reference this video so that I will know that you are talking about this, and then I will end up responding to you, and definitely can answer anything. And I hope you really enjoyed this video, and I look forward to putting more content up out there. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and see you all soon in the next video. And remember, you are loved and there is no mistakes in art. Bye!